There are problems everywhere. Problems that keep following you around. But it is your attitude towards these problems that matter the most. So, are we ready to face these problems with a smile and tackle them with gusto? Come, let us see how to win over problems.
Yes, says Kobi Yamada in his book titled, What Do You Do with a Problem? Kobi Yamada, in his award-winning and New York Times best-selling book, explores why it is good to tackle problems. In this book, he talks about how a little boy runs away from his problems. He keeps running away and the problem keeps following him. It hovers around him, threatening him. In the end, the boy finally decides to tackle the problem and is in for a big surprise. It is a wonderful new perspective on problem solving by Kobi Yamada. Now, let us listen to a summary of the story, What Do You Do with a Problem? The story begins with a little child who is perplexed. He does not know what to do. All because one day he has a problem. He had not wanted it. He never asked for it. He did not really like having a problem. But it was there, right before the child, looming like a dark cloud. The child yells at it. He tries to shoo it, tries ignoring it. He desperately wants the problem to disappear, but unfortunately, nothing works. It still remains before him, a dark, threatening lump of a problem. Now, the little boy starts to worry about it. What if the problem swallows him? What if the problem takes away all his favorite things? What if the problem catches him in its grip and never lets him go? There were just too many worries for his little shoulders to carry. The more he tries to avoid the problem, the more he gets caught up in it. It fills his days, his mind, his entire thoughts and actions. Finally, one day, he couldn't take it anymore. He becomes really angry at his problem and decides to tackle it. He starts to think that maybe he was making the problem seem bigger than it really was. He realizes that he has to face the problem once and for all. Though he is not ready for this, he stands before the problem, faces it, and tackles it. When he faces the problem, he gets a big surprise. His problem wasn't what he had thought it was all along. It really had something beautiful inside. The story ends by stating that the young boy is ready to face his problems now because he is no longer afraid of it. He knows the secret ingredient. Wow, that was a thought-provoking story by Kobi Yamada. Well, what could a problem have within it that was so beautiful? What could have changed this little boy's mind in the story? Are you curious to find out? Well, the problem had an opportunity inside it. It was an opportunity for the boy to learn and grow. It was an opportunity for him to do something brave. It taught him that it was very important to look at problems closely, analyze them, and come up with solutions. This book inspires us to look closely at our problems because we might just discover something amazing about it and about ourselves. Problems help us to dig deep into our inner strength, fight and find solutions, and come out in flying colors. It helps us to look at ourselves and things around us differently. Can you think of some problems that you have faced earlier? Did you look at your problems deeply at that time? Did you face it bravely? What were the hidden opportunities in those problems? Did you follow the problem-solving steps? Once you have worked out a probable solution, you need to put it in practice. You need to see if your solution is effective. So evaluate your solution and introspect. Could it have been handled differently? Whenever there is a problem, there is always an opportunity for us to learn something new. So let us learn to look at our problems without fear, because now we know that there is magic in each problem. Click on the link below to read the complete story and see the excellent illustrations by May Besam.